Alrighty guys, SNX.ZenAku here again, playing for Team Straffic Nexus. Just playing another game against Surge, now this time on Whirlwinds, and I'm going to give that same build a try that I was doing in those other games with the 4 Zealot War Prism harass, but this time without DTs. This map is a little bit more difficult for Protoss, I would say, just mainly because the Zerg is able to really pull the Protoss more apart with that with the third base being a little bit further away, and mainly this big area that the Zerg can attack in. If you don't have an adequate army being able to deal with that. So we'll see if he makes use of that this game. Now again, he sent out that early drone scout, so I'm kind of want to send that, make that early force just in case he does go for that hash block. Now on this map, swarm hosts are probably a little bit less common to see, mainly because it's so easy for the Protoss. Oops, we have my probe going to the natural now. It's so easy for the Protoss to use War Prisms to his advantage, trying to pull the Zerg apart when he's got these slow swarm hosts, which are, not really able to defend if they're also obviously being aggressive. And yeah, so normally you'll see a lot more maybe Roach Hydra Viper timings, or maybe just basically trying to do best as the Zerg can, trying to get as many tech switches out of the Protoss, so doing as much damage as they can if they manage to mess up a force field or just mess up an engagement in general. So we'll have to see what he chooses to do. So let's have a look. He still hasn't taken that base yet. But that being said, normally the third hatchery does go down around 4 minutes for the Zerg. Sometimes it can go down a little bit earlier if he's going for a style, which I think involves one less queen. So that's something to always consider as well, but more likely than not, you'll normally see a Zerg always chuck down his third hatchery at 4 minutes. Granted, there were no hiccups or anything like that, maybe with miscontrol making drones for whatever reason. So I'm making a Zealot again. So again, early game for Protoss. Again, there's no really not much going on. You're just really concentrating on, if there is something that you want to be concentrating on, it's really getting those chrono boosts really down pat. So I've got another chrono boost ready, cut it down. So now that I've got that Zealot, put it on hold position. And the hold position thing is actually kind of important. There have been quite a lot of games that you can still lose, just because of the fact that a Ling will pull the Zealot out and a whole bunch of Speed-lings run past. Obviously, it's definitely not a way you want to be losing the game. So get a sentry. Chrono boost almost ready. So that hatch was definitely taken. Chuck down a second pylon. Alright, so now I see that there actually was no extra hatch taken. So what I want to do is chrono boost as many sentries as I possibly can. So, try and wall this off. Make a mothership core already on the way. And just definitely don't want to make any gut in there. So slowly creeping it back. just being really careful. Yeah, so not really too much to say about that one. Basically, like I was saying, if you basically scout the main just before he goes down to send his third hatchery, you can scout that obviously no gas has been taken, and that if it was going to be an all-in, it would be a slowling all-in. And so in this situation, I saw that the third hatchery wasn't made. Quickly, yeah, obviously, normally that means, especially in that position that the hatchery was taken, it wasn't like he left the third hatchery that was down. Normally, you would see that the Zerg takes the natural hatchery at least if he was going to go for like some kind of 2-base tech play. And yeah, so the probe got there on time, and I managed to basically make enough buildings, and it was all good to go. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something from that game. Feel free to leave anything in the comments about what I could have improved on. But yeah, have a nice day.